The custody petition hit me like a freight train in slow motion, its crisp pages slicing through the humid air of Grandpa William's backyard. I stood there, frozen amid the scent of charred burgers and sunscreen, as over 24 members of the Harrison clan gawked at me from their lawn chairs and picnic blankets. The annual summer barbecue, my sanctuary for nearly 2 decades, had morphed into a public execution of my dignity. Emily, Sophia purred with that polished venom in her voice, her manicured nails tapping the envelope like a victory drum. Alex and I figured it's high time to make things right. For Lily's sake. Of course. My ex-husband lingered behind her, eyes glued to the grass. His broad shoulders slumped in that familiar cowardice. We'd been divorced for 18 months. But this was a fresh wound. Reopening scars I'd barely begun to stitch. The papers demanded full custody of our 14-year-old daughter, citing my unstable lifestyle as a single mom working night shifts at the hospital. Unstable? After he'd walked out for her, leaving me to juggle bills and Lily's teenage storms alone? The chatter died instantly, replaced by the distant hum of cicadas and the creak of Uncle James's chair as he shifted uncomfortably. Aunt Sarah's fork clattered against her plate. Grandma Evelyn clutched her pearl necklace, her lined face paling under the afternoon sun. Even the kids splashing in the inflatable pool paused, sensing the shift in the air like storm clouds gathering over the Illinois plains. And then, cutting through the tension like a misplaced punchline, came the sound that twisted my gut: laughter. Not just any laughter, but Lily's sharp, unrestrained, bubbling up from her spot on the blanket beside me. My daughter, with her messy ponytail and freckled nose, was doubled over, tears streaking her cheeks. "Lily," I hissed under my breath, my voice cracking. "This isn't the time." But she kept going, that eerie giggle echoing, drawing every eye. It wasn't joy in her eyes, it was something darker, colder, a spark of fury I'd glimpsed in fleeting moments since the split. But never like this. "Oh, Sophia," Lily finally gasped, straightening up with a smile that didn't reach her eyes, more like a predator sizing up prey. "You really have the guts to talk about stability?" Sophia's composure flickered, her designer sundress suddenly seeming too tight. "What on earth do you mean?" "Sweetie," Alex finally muttered, stepping forward but avoiding my gaze. Lily ignored him, her focus laser-sharp on Sophia. "Mom, should I share what I caught them doing in the study earlier?" The words hung there, heavy as lead, and the backyard felt smaller, the air thicker. Sophia's cheeks drained of color, her hand twitching toward her purse. Uncle James coughed awkwardly from across the circle, his wife Sarah glancing at him with a furrowed brow. What was brewing here? I'd felt the undercurrents all day, the sidelong glances, the forced smiles, but this was a powder keg. And my daughter held the match. 3 days prior, the invitation email from Grandma Evelyn had popped up on my phone while I scrubbed blood off my scrubs in the ER break room. "Harrison family barbecue, don't miss it," it chirped, complete with emojis of grills and smiling faces. I nearly deleted it on the spot. The thought of facing Alex and his shiny new life with Sophia made my stomach churn like bad coffee. But Lily, sprawled on our cramped apartment couch that evening, had caught my hesitation. "Mom, you're doing that thing with your face again, the one where Dad's ghost haunts you." She set down her algebra homework, her brown eyes, mirrors of my own, piercing through me. "It's the barbecue invite, isn't it?" I sank beside her, admitting the truth. "I don't know if I can handle seeing them play happy family while we're us, takeout dinners, late night shifts, and the quiet ache of a home halved." Lily paused, twisting a strand of hair around her finger, a habit she'd picked up during those first months post-divorce, when silence had become our third roommate. But the Harrisons are our family too. Mom. Grandpa William still calls you his favorite healer. Grandma Evelyn sends those care packages. Why let Sophia scare us off? Her words stung because they were true. For 17 years, I'd been woven into their fabric, nursing Grandma through her hip replacement, organizing the barbecues, celebrating milestones. When Alex left for Sophia, his ambitious real estate partner, I'd assumed I'd been cut out. But Grandpa's gruff voice on the phone last Thanksgiving had said otherwise. Emily. Papers don't erase blood, sweat, and tears. You're Harrison through and through. Still, the pain lingered. A dull throb of betrayal that whispered I wasn't enough. You're right, I conceded, pulling her into a hug. But it's gonna hurt. Lily's jaw set in that determined way. Then let's make it count. Wear that red sundress, the one that makes you glow. I chuckled despite myself. Too much for a barbecue. Trust me, Mom. It's armor. That night, as I lay staring at the ceiling fan's lazy spin, memories flooded. Alex's late nights at the office, Sophia's name popping up on his phone. The day he packed his bags with excuses about needing space. The silence after, the way Lily had withdrawn into her room, emerging only for forced smiles. It wasn't just my heart broken, it was hers, too. By morning, I'd called Grandma Evelyn. We'll be there, I said, voice steadier than I felt. Her warm laugh eased the knot in my chest. Good. This family's incomplete without you too. And don't worry about, well, you know, we've handled worse than a little awkwardness. Pulling into Grandpa William's driveway that Sunday, the familiar sight of the two-story colonial with its flagpole and blooming hydrangeas should have comforted me. Instead, my palms sweated on the wheel. Alex's sleek SUV sat prominently, flanked by Sophia's cherry-red sports car, like a statement of their upgraded life. Showtime, Lily muttered, squeezing my hand. I glanced in the mirror. The red dress hugged my curves. My hair loose and wavy. Not defeated. Not anymore. We stepped out into the buzz of greetings, hugs from cousins, backslaps from uncles. Grandma Evelyn enveloped me first, her floral perfume a balm. Emily, you look radiant. Lily, my stars. You're practically grown. Grandpa William followed, his veteran stance softening as he bear-hugged us. There's my girls. Hospital keeping you busy? His eyes twinkled. But I caught the quick skin toward Alex and Sophia by the grill. They approached like a magazine couple, Alex in crisp chinos, Sophia in heels that sank into the grass, her blonde waves cascading perfectly. Emily, Alex said, voice neutral. Good to see you. Sophia's smile was all teeth. You clean up nice. That dress is bold. The compliment landed like a jab, her eyes appraising me like yesterday's news. Thanks. Alex always had good taste back then. Lily tensed beside me, but I steered her toward the kids' games. Sophia leaned in as we passed. Must be tough, these gatherings, now that things have evolved. Her words dripped condescension, stirring the old rage I'd buried under layers of therapy and overtime. Actually, it's comforting. Real family sticks. Aunt Patricia rescued me then, pulling me to the kitchen for salad advice. Inside, she whispered over iced tea. That woman's been here half an hour and already suggested we modernize the menu. Like our potato salad isn't sacred. I forced a laugh, but the tension coiled tighter. The afternoon dragged under the sun's glare. Sophia flitted like a butterfly, dropping hints of her success. Alex and I closed a $1 million deal last week, perks of ambition. Each Barb glanced my way, her eyes gleaming with triumph. I retreated indoors for shade, the cool AC a brief reprieve. Voices drifted from Grandpa's study down the hall, muffled, intimate. Curiosity tugged me closer, maybe Grandpa sharing war tales. But no. These were hushed tones, a man's low murmur. A woman's giggle. Risky. Sophia. Alex is right outside. Uncle James? Hush. James. He's clueless. Grilling like a good boy. This is our fun. My breath caught. Fun? I edged nearer. Heart pounding. Through the cracked door. I glimpsed Sophia pressed against the desk. James's hand on her waist. Karen would kill me, he whispered. Then don't get caught. Alex is my ticket up. But you're. Exciting. They kissed. Sloppy and urgent. And then, what about Emily? She's decent. Sophia's laugh chilled me. Decent? She's a failure, couldn't keep Alex hooked. Pathetic single mom act. The words seared. Confirming every insecurity I'd fought. Betrayal aired on Betrayal. Sophia cheating on Alex with his own brother. James married to Sarah for 20 years. I backed away. Nausea rising. Should I expose them? Ruin lives? Footsteps approached Lily. Rounding the corner. Mom? You okay? I pulled her aside. Whispering the horror. Her face hardened. Eyes flashing. Stay put. She slipped her phone out. Creeping to the door like a shadow. Lily. No, but she was recording. Capturing the damning whispers and moans. Back outside. The facade held. James rejoined Sarah. Sophia clung to Alex. But the poison festered. At dinner. Crammed around the long picnic tables. Sophia's digs sharpened. Success comes to those who don't settle, she said. Eyes on me. Lily's grip tightened on her fork. Some people fake it well, she shot back innocently. The evening peaked when Sophia thrust the papers at me. Her announcement booming, time for stability, for Lily. The silence crushed. Then Lily's laughter erupted. Building the storm. Stability? From you. She brandished her phone. Want to see what Sophia and Uncle James were up to in the study? Chaos unleashed. James paled. Sarah demanded answers. Lily played the audio, Sophia's cruel words. The kisses. Her admission of using Alex. You're boring compared to your brother. Alex's face crumpled, hurt. Rage. Sarah slapped James. Storming out in tears. 20 years. Grandpa William roared. Banishing Sophia. She fled. Tires screeching. Alex sobbed apologies. But the damage lingered, families fractured. Trust shattered. Lily's revenge, born of silent pain, saved us. But at what cost? The barbecue ended in whispers. The air cleared yet tainted. As we drove home, Lily stared out the window. Was it worth it? Mom? I squeezed her hand. Truth always is. But it hurts everyone. The price of choices echoed in the quiet miles ahead.